Good morning, everyone. Welcome to part 72 of our Draw Every Pokemon Ever. I am very excited to get today started. We're going to finish up Generation 4 today. We got decently far from it with it yesterday, but honestly, hi to everyone in the chat. I need to make sure that there's no echo. Give me a second. Alright, so if you're interested in pre-ordering this poster, I am almost sold out of all my pre-orders. There are a few left. You can go to my online shop. Link, whoops, link's not in the description. Let me fix that for you guys. My bad. But yeah, this will be a mic stream. So if you guys want to talk, you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. My mic will be on the entire time. Alright. Well, I had to fix the description. Yeah, in the description, I will drop a link to my online store where you guys can pre-order this. Like I said, I'm almost sold out of prints for the pre-orders. Alright. All updated, all looking good. Alright, we're gonna get started. Hello, everyone in the chat. So you guys can see how far we are right now with the drawing. Gen 4. Man. This drawing is a killer. The thing that's taking the longest is that there's so many things to, like, kind of repair. I don't know, I just... I had a lot of errors in it the first time around, and it's taking forever to clean it up. I think that's what's hurting me the most. So it's that time again for the shout out. What time is it for everyone, and where is everyone from? Here's an interesting thing. On the weekend, we always get more viewers on the weekend than we do during the weekdays. So while I was streaming this past weekend, I got a lot of people dropping in, like, complaining that I'm drawing slow, like it's taking me forever. And I'm like, then leave. I don't understand some people's negativity sometimes. Anyway, not going to dwell on that. I just want to let everyone know that we do get a different type of crowd on the weekends than we do during the regular week. No, you can... It's not a silent stream. You can hear me, right? Spain, Nova Scotia. Oh, man. Arkansas. Belgium. Austria. Singapore. Man, this is crazy. You guys from all over the place. So yesterday, uh, my girlfriend was going through some of our old boxes that were just sitting around and found a whole stack of my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I'm talking like good cards. It's not just all throwaway stuff. It was like good stuff. And it found like 5 packs of sleeves. So I was pretty excited because I'm getting back into the game. So to find a stash of sleeves and cards was actually really cool. Oh, well. Thank you. Oh, dang it, I forgot. I have to share this video on Facebook real quick. Give me a second. No, I'm serious. There were like, there was a secret rare Eradicator. If you guys don't, if you guys are into Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm gonna name off some cards right now. If you're not into Yu-Gi-Oh, just bear with me. There was a secret rare Eradicator. There were 3 super deck devies. I had a playset of the Allied Justice Cycle Readers, which is really good because it's really useful right now with what's being played. I found like a stack of old Dark Lord stuff that people want. And I'm not talking about the booster tin Dark Lord stuff. I'm talking about like the real Dark Lord stuff. And you know, like have like Ultimate Battle Faders and things like that. Just Ultra Caiuses, Secret Fossil Dynas, just like 3 Upstarts, just stacks of stuff like that. And I found like 10 common instant fusions, and I'm like, people. Anyway, it's just it was just really fun to find that stuff. I used to play competitively for Yu-Gi-Oh, but I guess I just got like frustrated with the game because the game's broken. Like there's no anyway. We're not gonna turn this into a Yu-Gi-Oh stream, though I'd like to. So what's everyone up to today? Anyone have plans? Whoa, what's going on? Uh-oh. Computer's lagging. My best... Oh, why is my computer lagging? Come on, don't do this. My best classic card. I actually have a Blue Eyes from the Japanese Legend of Blue Eyes set. So it's where the card design still has that weird box on the right-hand side. Yeah, so I have one of those. I have a first edition Black Luster Soldier from Invasion of Chaos. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have a lot of rare, really cool cards. I just have cards that are like kind of useful for play. It was cool. I found that Blue Eyes. It's a Japanese Blue Eyes from the Legend of Blue Eyes set. Legend of Blue Eyes is the first set that ever came out, and it was Japanese. It was ultra rare, and I found it in some kid's binder, and I was like, "What do you value that at?" Like, oh, I don't know. It's like Japanese, so nothing. I think I paid like $3 for it, where it's valued at like 100 some odd dollars, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Scizor. Non-mega, non-shiny. See, there's too much empty space. How is it not Cyndaquil? Because it's Scizor. No, when Generation 2 came out, some I really gravitated more towards a Totodile. I liked his design a lot. I think that's what it was. Like, I think I gravitated more towards Totodile, and then Chikorita, and then Cyndaquil last. Not that I didn't like Cyndaquil, I just like the other ones like a lot more. Creating kinks in the armor. See? Moving stuff around. Moving stuff around. My favorite Pokemon from the new generation, Dewpider. So PK's asking about tablets. So you've, all right. So you've been looking at tablets, and you think you've settled on a mobile Samsung tablet. But before you buy, you want to make sure that there are any. You want to check if there are any disadvantages to getting a mobile tablet over a Wacom. In all honesty, I wish I had spent my money to get a mobile tablet. I would say the only downside, in my opinion, like technical wise, something like a Samsung tablet will have less pressure sensitivity. So look at the screen right now. So a lot of these Wacom tablets, they have a lot of pressure sensitivity, which is good if you're doing like painting and things like that. But if you're just getting started, then the pressure sensitivity you won't really notice. Like you won't notice it if you've never worked with it before. Being able to draw on the go is actually very, very, very good. So I wish I had gotten a mobile tablet. The only downside is I think the Wacom tablets have way more power than something like a Samsung tablet, like performance wise. Like Photoshop and certain other painting programs require a lot of like RAM. They require a lot of performance. So as long as you're going to use some kind of basic drawing program, not something crazy like Photoshop. If you're using a basic drawing program on a basic tablet, you should be okay. Yeah, I remember when I ran into my first wild dupiter, and I was like, "What is this?" Oh wait, I don't think it was wild. I think it was a trainer. Anyway, I finally saw it, and I was like, "What the hell is this thing?" And I don't know, something about its design, I just love it. I even like what it evolves into because it looks very cool, like it looks natural. Yeah, so PK, just take that with a grain of salt. Think about it. And yeah, best of luck to you. But you know what? If you're new to digital art, I don't think you'll be disappointed with any choice that you get. But I will say that you are making the right call by getting something mobile. Mobile. Yeah. Well, I think the thing is that is price a concern with you? I should have asked that first. If price is not a problem with you, then definitely get the Wacom mobile tablets, the companions. Absolutely, if price is not an issue. If you're trying to stick to more of a budget, you're trying to stay under $1,000 or something, then a Samsung tablet will be fine, especially if you're new. But if money's not an issue, fucking go get the companion too. That thing is a beast. I would love a companion too. There's this artist that I know. She had a Wacom, I think it was a 24-inch Cintiq, and she traded that in and got the Companion 2, and she said that the Companion 2 is better to work on. And I was like, oh, you fucking hole. I want one. My bad, guys. I know I told you I was going to stop swearing on the streams, but I'm just very passionate about this stuff. Ow. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you've never worked on something like a big Wacom tablet, or you've never worked on, like, any type of Cintiq, start small, hold on to it for a while, and then when you should be fine. Yeah, Scyther was actually my favorite Pokemon up until Gen 2 came out. I think I was in 6th grade when Generation 2 came out. And when I saw Scizor, because I got, okay, so we had Generation 1 for a while, because I'm an old ass man, right? So we had Generation 2, or we had Generation 1, that's all we had, and I thought Scizor had the most aggressive design, that's why I liked it. And I went to Barnes & Noble, and I got this book, and I was like, what the hell is this? Had a guy on the cover holding 2 Pokeballs, and it was like, Gold and Silver Strategy Guide, straight from Japan. I was like, what? And we didn't have the internet back then. Right? Or at least it's not what it is now. Like, we barely had game facts, right? So I opened it up, and it had the Pokedex of all the upcoming Pokemon, and it blew my mind. And as soon as I saw Scizor, I was like, oh, what is this? Yeah. I'm not gonna get on Silver about that because I'm very picky about my my grammar too. It's like I can't stand it. I can't stand it when people like straight up don't care about grammar. And I know it's the internet and a lot of this is supposed to be shorthand, you know, like with typing, but for some reason it just bothers me too. So I'm not gonna get on Silver about that. Pikachu or Raichu? I like Pikachu, but Alola Raichu is really cool. Psychic? What? That's broken. Originally, it took me. All right, so if you've seen the speed paint video, the very first version of this was 132 hours. After that, we updated it a little bit, and we clocked in an additional 30 hours on it. So it went to 165 hours. We've already clocked close to 60 or 70 hours on this redraw. So if you want to combine everything, which I will, I'll count everything. We are up and around the area of 200. We'll be around over 200 hours now, if you count everything. Do I like the 2DS or the 3DS? I like the 3DS. I have a new 3DS XL. I just bought it a couple weeks ago. I am quite happy with it. I had the original 3DS for a while. I had an original 3DS XL, and it was cool. But the new 3DS is so much sturdier. Like, you can tell the build quality is higher. What's the hardest Pokemon to draw? Arceus. We talked about this before, but I'll go over it again. Arceus, the reason Arceus is really hard to draw is because it has both, like, animalistic qualities to it, but it also has a lot of geometric shapes to it. Especially because it has a lot of circles, and it has that weird-ass ring around its body, and it's just, it takes forever to draw, and it's a pain. Well, I mean, having the 3D and something called the 3DS, I get it. Like, I'm trying to push a technology. I'm all for pushing a technology. But man, I remember when I first tried the 3D function on my 3DS, and it made me super dizzy. Do I think Pikachu should be the mascot for Pokemon? At this point, it's like, it's too late, so yeah. I mean, it's fine. It has a really neat design. Pikachu has like the perfect design. It's super cute. It can look really aggressive. It has really cool attacks. It's gender neutral. So yeah, it's like the perfect mascot. Oh, the Nintendo Switch? Like, on paper it looks cool, but realistically, I don't see a lot of people buying that, you know. But you got to give it to them. You got to give it to Nintendo for at least trying new stuff and not just, because realistically, to me, the PS3, the PS4, the I feel like the Xbox One is inferior to the 360. Like, the 360 was so good. Um, I don't know. I'm cool with Nintendo always trying something new. But I don't think it's gonna sell. Weasel? Okay, so I'll zoom out so you guys can see what we've got so far. I'm gonna avoid zooming out too much because when I edit the video, it makes it hard if I have a bunch of zoom outs. That's what we've got so far. Mascot costumes? No. I have not. How was my day yesterday? Pretty good. We got a lot of work done yesterday. We finished Gen 3. We got a lot of Gen 4 done, and I found a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I thought I had either sold off a long time ago or like lost. I'm talking like hundreds of dollars worth of cards, so I'm actually... Yesterday was pretty sweet. I chose the water starter for my moon game. I have never liked Weasel. This Pokemon, I don't know why. He just always seemed like a jerk to me. Alright, thanks for dropping by. See ya. Oh, really? Do you think they ripped it off, or you think they were homaging? They were playing a nod to. Oh, thanks. Weasel's actually looking a little big. Damn it. Alright, that's better. See all these repairs I gotta do? Both my tablet... I'm using Photoshop. All the info on the tools I'm using is in the description. Alright. Oh man, look at all these adjustments. I keep dragging Pokemon downwards. Man, I keep shifting things over. Oh man. You really want to draw? You could then draw. Just go grab some paper and go nuts. Did I draw? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually redrawing an old drawing of mine. Last year I had drawn all the Pokemon, 721, so that's the background that you're seeing that I'm drawing over. It's an old drawing of mine. Initially, it took me about 165 hours to draw all of them. Are you drawing right now, Black Rose? So Raf. You know, that's the funny thing, Raf. It's not about spare time, it's about how you use your time. Everyone literally has the same amount of time. Right? Like, I don't have more time than you. I'm choosing to use my time to make big projects and draw. I still work. I still do housework. I still go to the gym. I still do all that stuff. I may not sleep as much as you do, you know. But yeah, everyone has the same amount of time. Some people just choose to do more with it, or do different, not more, excuse me, do different things with it. Thanks, Reaction Bros. The program I'm using is Photoshop. So what I actually need to do is make sure that my sizes are still doing alright. I'm not too crazy. Okay. Okay. Let's move. You over here. We have empty space, so I can start filling it in with this kind of stuff. Oh. Well, thanks, Nico. Don't... Yeah. do, 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 do. So I was supposed to go to a comic book convention this past weekend, but I decided against it. I told the guys, you know what, I'm canceling on you, and I rarely will do that unless there's a good reason. But I had to cancel because, oh man, am I really pressed for time to get this piece done. If I can do a generation a day, which, Jesus, I don't know about that. If I can get a generation a day, I'll finish with a couple of spare days before pre-orders have to go out. It... yeah. So it was kind of rough because, you know, like going to conventions is like, it's how I make money, right? That's one of my ways to make money. So to pass on one, especially a comic book convention, especially this convention I was going to go to was in Vegas. Those shows are always decent. Like you'll get a decent amount of people, comic book, video game, or anime convention in Vegas. So to turn that down just so I could finish this project, ooh, hurt the bank a little bit, but it's okay. It's for the greater good. The greater good. Yeah, if you're streaming on YouTube, it won't end, even if you disconnect. Like if your broadcaster disconnects, if you shut your computer off, it doesn't matter as long as you don't hit end stream in your live control panel. Your stream won't end. Well, there's that one dislike that always comes up. Okay, so this past weekend, we always get more people dropping into the live streams on the weekends than we do during the weekdays, naturally. And I got a lot of people this weekend dropping in, new faces, and you know they'll say things like, "Why are you doing this? Like it's totally not worth it." Then they'll dislike the video, then they'll leave. So you know, it's so fascinating. Like if you try something and it doesn't work out, or people don't see the immediate result of something. And that goes for more than just drawing. That goes for like dieting. That goes for like money. That goes for success or whatever your definition of success is. If you try something and it either fails or you don't get the immediate result, people can't scrutinize you enough. You know, it's like why did that person do that? Like what a waste of time. You know, very judgy. But if you do something and you succeed and you can see the result. So, like, those same people who said it was a waste of time, they'll come back when I make the speed paint and they'll compliment me. If you try something and the result is something less than what's perceived as success, you'll get nothing but hate. But if you finish it, you won't get enough praise. And it's just so, like, interesting to see how people are with that kind of thing. My mic is not off. Is my mic off? What's my favorite music style? I like all music genres and styles. I just don't like certain songs. That's exactly what it is. They need to put other people down to make themselves feel better, and it's so fascinating. Like we, I think it was I can't remember who it was who said it. I want to say it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he said that he finds it fascinating how society will praise winners. Like they'll take winners and lift them up higher than everyone else when winners don't need that. Like if you won, then it's good. You already won, right? You should be trying to bring. I don't want to say the word losers. See, I'm paraphrasing this. I'm destroying it, but he's basically saying it's strange how we only lift up winners when winners are the ones who don't really need it. I'm sure I can just Google the exact quote, but I'm not gonna. So we had talked about this a few weeks ago. Now that I have about 26, closing in on 27,000 subscribers, I'm now in a position where I can do like collaborations, and it'll actually be helpful to people. So I want to, and I'll make a video on this when I'm done with this fucking project. I want to do collaborations with other artists who are under 15,000. I'm not gonna limit it to only people under 15, but it's like I want to go like between 2,000 and 15,000 subscribers or something like that. Do a collaboration, and then maybe we can just, because I'm at 27,000 now. I think I can actually make like a difference now. I tried doing collabs in the past, and at the time, I only had like 5,000 subscribers, and people are like, "Why would I want to collab with you? Like, you can't help me." I'm like, "Fine, whatever." So, I think I'm in a position now where I can actually do some fucking good. So I'll open collaborations when I finish this project. What if I won't make it in time? Like, if I won't finish the drawing in time? I'll finish it in time. If I don't finish it in time, which is not gonna, that's not an option, but we're going hypothetical. If it happens, I'll just email everyone and be like, look, it's like, we had a delay, there's an issue, So that's it. That's all you can do, right? The reason the Disney Princess Lab drawing, yeah, that's my most viewed video for some reason. I don't know. You put Disney princesses in it, and it's bank. That will get you views. But yeah, the pre-orders were meant to be done so they could be shipped out on the 15th and be there for Christmas. Um, yeah. Let's see. Uh, oh well, thank you. Uh, do you like My Chemical Romance? I do. I haven't heard any of their new stuff. I heard they. I haven't been keeping track, but I believe somebody told me they released some stuff a few years ago, like pretty recently, and it was like not good. That's just from what I heard. I'm not keeping up with them. Yeah, My Chemical Romance was really big when I was a senior in high school. So a lot of those songs have more of like a sentimental type of deal to them for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's hard for me to look at it. Hard to look at their work objectively because I have a lot of like nostalgia towards them. What's your hardest piece of work you've done, or are you doing the hardest piece? Actually, I would say the League of Legends was a lot harder than this because each character, they're human characters for the most part, humanoid characters, and they have armor, they have weapons. Pokemon, you know, as fun as it is to draw them, they are just shapes with googly eyes on them, essentially. Pokemon, they're basic shapes with googly eyes on them. That's what makes them easy to draw. But League of Legends, those were hard. Like, to do that many characters was really, really hard. And then plus I don't dig League as much as I dig Pokemon. So I had, while I enjoy drawing all the Pokemon, I had to kind of force myself to do that League of Legends drawing because I like League, but I don't dig it as much as I do Pokemon. Hey, Canal. No, I'll be very careful about who I collaborate with. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not gonna pick anyone. I'll have to see. Like my criteria for who I would want to collab with, it would be someone who I feel like genuinely likes to draw and has put in effort on their channel. Like if they have 2 YouTube videos in the past like 3 years, or you know like 1 video every 6 months or something, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna collab with you because you don't care enough about your channel to put in effort. So yeah, there has to be some level of like care. And then naturally, like if their artwork, and I don't mean to be like mean, but like if their artwork is just straight garbage, like by garbage I mean like it like when you tell that they don't care and they're just drawing whatever or just drawing celebrities so they can get a bunch of subs. I won't collab with people like that. The stream froze? Did it freeze for you guys? No, stream's going for me. If it froze for you, the best thing to do is to refresh the page. This guy's some Dragon Ball hair. Any advice on how to fix sensitivity on your tablet? That is a technical question that I don't think I can answer. I don't really know a lot of the tech fixes for tablets. Like, plus I don't really know what's wrong with your tablet if you're having issues. I cannot help on that. Sorry. Do I drink coffee to stay awake? I drink so much coffee. Like, so I believe in doing whatever you need to in order to get the job done. And I'll just be straightforward with you guys. Like, I drink so much coffee. I actually picked up smoking, cigarettes. I know, not a very good habit at all. But the nicotine kick, one cigarette has enough nicotine kick to keep me working for like another hour and a half. So during the days when I'm like starting to drag down a little bit, and I just like coffee's not working for me anymore, I'll just get up, I'll go outside and I'll smoke, and then I'm good to draw for like another hour and a half. So I like it does look like Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, so yeah, so I do coffee. I do coffee. I did pick up smoking just so I can keep working. I go to the gym to keep my energy up. What else do I do? My diet could be better, but right now it's kind of just like garbage because I just am cooking quick things. right now so I can keep working. And I tried vaping for a while, but the nicotine in the vape just doesn't kick for me the same way cigarettes do. Like I've gone up to a 12. If you guys aren't familiar with vaping, if you are familiar with vaping, you know I've been on a 12 before. And it doesn't work for me. So yeah, I answered your question about the tablet thing. Like, if I'm not that tech savvy when it comes to the tablets. Like, if you're having issues, the only thing I could recommend is to reinstall the drivers that came with your tablet, and then see if that doesn't fix it, or see if your driver is out of date. You can get like a driver booster, and then you can check what's out of date. Other than that, I don't really have any recommendations because I'm not tech savvy with hardware. Oh, the stream freezes for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a problem. But oh, if the stream keeps freezing for you, just refresh it, and I'm sure it'll get you back on. But yeah, that I can't help you with your tablet. I'm not too good with that stuff. I should be, but I'm not. If they added like another 500, they can add another 1,000, and yes, I would do it. Oh. J-Bus. Alright, so Miguel. If Miguel is in the chat, you know what you did, and I greatly appreciate that. We don't need to elaborate anymore, but Miguel P. Miguel P. Big shout out, big thanks, you know what you did. Yeah, if anyone in the chat is good at fixing or diagnosing like tablets, please try and help Black Rose out. Because when I have tablet issues, all I do is unplug it, reinstall the driver, and then pray that that works. That's the extent of my my repair skills. Hey, Katha. You know, it's interesting. I've only played through the Generation 4 and 5 games maybe once each, right? But I'm actually remembering a lot of their names. What would I do with $1,000? I would put it towards my student loans, and that's it. And I know that's what I do because the last time I got a couple $1,000, that's exactly what I did with it. I was so happy. I was like, oh man, I just got X amount of thousands of dollars. And then I'm like, well, I guess I shouldn't really spend it on anything. And then I just dumped it into my student loans, and then I was broke the next day, and my student loans were still there. So I was kind of happy for a few hours, and then I went back to normal. Do I have any do I have any advice on how to improve your drawing? The best way, of course, naturally, is to just draw all the time, right? Like, just draw all the time, and then you'll slowly get better. But if you want to be more precise about it, write down, like literally write down, make a list of things that you know you're not good at drawing, and the list could be really long or it could be really short. Just make a list of things that you're not good at drawing, and then practice those things. Go down the list. If you suck at hands, do like 10,000 hands, and then once you're not bad at that anymore, just practice it every day, and then move on to the next thing. And they say you're bad at feet, draw like 10,000 feet, and then when you're good at that, keep practicing that every now and then just keep going down the list, and then eventually you won't be bad at so many things, and then you'll be better. Oh, see, that's good. Here, let me finish this Burmy, and then I'll. One of my favorite YouTube channels to go to, and I'll do this almost every day. Go to the new Masters Academy YouTube channel, and that's a really good timed figure drawing YouTube channel. Very good. And everything's in 4K. Very good resource. You know, it's a free resource, so yeah. Well, clearly 10,000 is like an exaggeration, but if it takes 10,000, then but you know what? I would never ask you to do something I wouldn't do. So, like... I'll draw 10,000 hands. I do watch Game Grumps. Game Grumps. Ugh. Grip. I watch Game Grumps, yeah. I really liked Aaron's Mega Man X solo playthrough. It was nice hearing him a little bit more subdued. Like, you know, when he's with Dan, he has to put on a show, right? But, like, when it was just him playing Mega Man X, it was really interesting to just hear him, like, ramble on. Yeah, I started watching Game Grumps around the end of the John era, so around the end of Classic Grumps. I think they were on Sonic 06 episode 42 or something when I first started watching them. Would I rather be homeless and popular or not homeless and not popular? Jesus. Well, I would prefer to not be homeless. I'm borderline that already, but it's funny because it's like it's not funny because it's true. But how long have I been doing this? We've been streaming today for about an hour and a half. But I've been on YouTube. I've been posting things on YouTube for about 4 years. Oh Jesus, 4 years. I don't watch Markiplier or Jack. I'll watch Munching Orange. Dang it. Empty space. Empty chairs and empty tables. Empty chairs and empty tables. Do I feel alone while I draw? Nah. Loneliness has never really been like a thing for me. I've always been a loner. I've always been a rogue. Been a lone wolf. That's cool. Drawing, it's like that's like peacetime, man. That's like you get to be with your own brain. You don't got to deal with people's shit. You know what I mean? Like. Now, sometimes, like, when I'm around people, I'd rather be drawing by myself. Drawing is relaxing for you, definitely. What's my favorite Pokemon? Scizor. Non-Mega, non-Shiny. Sacrifice was for you. Thanks, Black Rose. Thanks for taking care of that for me. Appreciate it. Hey, Isundov. Thank you. Whose life is wasted? Alright, watch it. I'm trigger happy on that banhammer finger. Isundov. Well, you could. Anyone could do what I'm doing now. Like, let's be honest. Like, Pokemon, they're not that difficult to draw. Like, some of them are pretty detailed, but overall, they're not that difficult to draw, right? So technically, anyone could do what I'm doing right now. Anyone. That's what makes it so much sweeter that I'm the only one doing it. Oh. Well, no, thanks. I'm just dicking around. Just trying to pass the time. I'll just screw that up. No, not like that. Hey, look, I can't remember everyone's names. I'm trying, alright? I'm acknowledging you guys the best that I can. I want to acknowledge you because I appreciate you all being here. But man, you can't expect me to remember all these pronunciations. I'm trying. Well, like what I'm saying, like, it might take some people longer just because drawing them takes X amount of time, all that, whatever, but there really isn't anything stopping someone from just sitting down and drawing all of them like this. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing inherently restrictive about drawing all of them. But yeah, anyway, I guess it's all up to opinion. But you want to hear a cool story? When I finished the first one, the very first Pokemon drawing, did you guys know that I was approached by the Guinness World... Ugh, what is all this noise? Okay, I'm gonna put my phone on vibrate. Okay, so real fun story. When I finished the very first Draw Every Pokemon Ever poster, I was approached by the Guinness Book of World Records They emailed me and they were just asking me a bunch of questions, and I was super excited. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. But then at the end of our conversation, they came to the conclusion that they could not put my drawing into the Guinness Book of World Records because art is too subjective. Art is too subjective, and there's nothing that can differentiate my drawing from someone who hypothetically just scribbled a bunch of circles on a piece of paper and said, here's all the Pokemon. Does that make sense? They were like, anyone could claim that their drawing is of all the Pokemon because art is subjective. And I was just like, it's not subjective though. Like, there's clearly a line, like you can tell what's being drawn and what's not being drawn. So because of a small technicality like that, I did not get into the Guinness Book of World Records. Fun story, huh? Fucking... I was so like over it. I was like, dude, just fucking get away from me. Don't email me. You know, don't bring my hopes up like that. I'm like, I didn't contact you. Contacted me. You know, like I didn't go and be like, hey Guinness, check this out. They came to me and they were like, hey, we think you can whatever. And then like a day later, they're like, oh, never mind. I'm like, fuck you. Like. I don't think I've ever shared that story. That's such a good story. You know, I'm gonna talk about that on my next Q&A. I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Well, okay, I'll paraphrase. They're like, there's nothing. Like, it doesn't matter how detailed mine are. If somebody drew 721 dots on a piece of napkin and claimed that it's all the Pokemon, there's nothing to differentiate the two because art is subjective. That's what he told me. And I was all like, uh-huh. Is that right? There you go. There's your fun story for the day. Your boy could have been in the Guinness Book of World Records, but couldn't because people are... No. Nah, they were saying like art in general is subjective. Like that's why I have such a problem with like modern and abstract art. It's because it's like you can't cover a canvas in all black and put like a white dot in the center of it. You can't put that next to a painting that even someone like me spent like 10 hours on, right? If I create a composition and I spend like 10 to 20 hours on a painting or a drawing, you're not allowed to put your slab of black paint next to it. That's how I feel. I felt like that pretty strongly before, but man, after that conversation, I'm like completely on that now. Like I'm completely against. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I don't think I've talked about that before. I don't know how I've never talked about that before. That was such a... Yeah, right. I mean, the comparison has been made. It's like figure skating. People say figure skating is subjective or gymnastics is subjective. I'm like, no, it's not. If you try to perform a move, right, in gymnastics or in any gymnastics, okay, we'll go ice skating, right? I'm sure you guys have. Okay, this comparison's been made before, but like, let's say you're ice skating and you attempt like an axel or some kind of salchow or something, and then you fall. You don't get points for that. You don't get the same amount of points as person who lands it, right? So why is it different with painting and drawing? I like Generation 3 a lot. I really like I liked the well, you know what? There was too much water in Gen 3. Never mind. I liked I think the remakes for Gen 3, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I think those are the best Pokemon games. I think they're the most polished and they don't hold your hand like Sun and Moon do. It felt very classic because it had the sneak feature. So it was like, it had a big emphasis on catching Pokemon, which I liked. So yeah, I like Gen 3 a lot. I was around what, 1 hour 30 minutes. Did I draw Fennekin yet? No, I haven't gotten to Fennekin yet. I'm not gonna straight up say Sun and Moon was bad, but the more I think about it, the less I like it. Like, I was caught up in the hype, and I've said this before, I was caught up in the hype when it came out, but now that I have some time to think about it, the gameplay, all the cutscenes, which I told you guys from like the very first day, I thought was so annoying. I just find myself enjoying it less and less the more I think about it. I didn't draw Giraffurig's tail? Let me go check. I'll go check. I'll go check. That's Gen 3. Gen 2 is over here. I'm guessing Giraffurrig is somewhere near the top, right? I am having trouble finding Giraffe Rig. I bet it's right in front of me and I can't even see. Wait, I thought I saw it. Help me out, guys. You see Giraffe Rig somewhere? Hold on. Yeah, my my Pokemon drawing always gets hate. People think I missed somebody. Now, when we're drawing the process like this and you guys see something that's wrong, totally just shout it out. Just be like, hey, you screwed this up. You missed something. Like, go for it. I welcome all the criticism during the process. Bottom left. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, hold on. I might need to fix Giraffe Rig right now. I guess the tail is kind of important on Giraffe Rig, right? Alright, good call. Let me fix that right now. I think I didn't put in the tail because, like, I didn't have space. I think that was an intentional choice. But, considering its tail is kind of important, let's go ahead and try to add that in there, yeah? Alright, cool. Alright. Thanks for that. What was I doing? Alright. Of course I'm going to spell my name with the unknown. Wouldn't you? What color will the background be? I'm using like this tan color. It's I don't want to leave it white because that looks lazy to me. If you use a tan, it's enough to push the colors of the Pokemon out, but it's not distracting. Do I like Mudkip? Yeah. Like, I'm not obsessed with it like everyone is, but I like it. Am I gonna color it? Yes. Alright, is it possible to get it as a poster? Yes, in fact, if you're interested in pre-ordering it right now, in the description, the very first line in the description will take you to my online shop where you could pre-order it. I am almost out of pre-orders, so if you're interested in getting one before Christmas, now would be the best time to do it. It's a paper poster. It's printed on the paper is a 12-point gloss. If that means anything to you. Yeah, so it's printed on a pretty heavy paper. It's not like, yeah, it's not some cheapy, flimsy paper. It's like hard poster gloss sheet paper. It's like a cardstock. Yeah, there's no point doing all this. Like, that's a funny thing. I work with a lot of artists when I go to conventions, and a lot of them have, like, amazing artwork. But they'll print it on, like, the ugliest paper, and I'm like, you put all that work, you're making this great art, and you print it on, like, shit. So, no, none of that. The paper is legit. I should do a giveaway at the end? Nah. I'm not gonna lie, like, I would never, like, give this away, like, even a single poster of it. I don't know, I just put, like, too much time into it. But I get what you're saying. I'm not being greedy, I'm just... just the thought of, like, all the effort I'm putting into this and just giving one away, I don't know. Maybe my feelings will change later. Just being real with you guys. Oh yeah. Don't do anything without asking your... Don't do anything without asking your parent or guardian first. Go check in with them. The last thing I need is an email from an angry parent or guardian, like... So one of my drawings that I sell at conventions has a woman smoking on it. I have an OC, an original character, and that character smokes. And a parent got mad at me one time. They're like, "Why are you promoting smoking? This is a children's event. Blah 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 blah." I was like, "Well, it's not a children's event, you know. It's a comic book convention. You know, there are artists who had artwork of, I mean, females in comic books. You know what they look like, you know. But no, it's not that. It's the smoking that bothers the parents." Was it Chappy Deck, was my video, you saying it was recommended to you, which was weird? Or... Oh, Ford? Oh, my bad. Does it say FRD or 4RD? Because I'll have to change that. Oh, come on. Here, let me check that out. Fourth. Oh, in the description it says, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I will edit that right now. Thank you for letting me know about that misspelling. I appreciate it. Alright, thank you for that. I fixed it. Conventions, yeah. I go to conventions a lot. I think I've done 34 conventions this year. I work conventions as an artist. I sell my artwork there. So Kyle, thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Do I draw anything other than Pokemon? Herman asks. Yeah, if you go to my channel, you start digging through, you'll find I do a lot of original artwork. Would you say that work was for nothing or do it? What are you going to do after I am done and receive a reward and get pop and then some draw? You should do it. What am I going to do when I'm done with this? I'm going to start working on my own projects again. That's what I was doing before I was doing this, so that's what I'll do when this is over. I don't really need to do a face reveal because I don't hide my face. Like if you go to my Instagram or some of the other videos I have on my channel, my face is like I put it everywhere. I'm not shy about putting my face up. Speaking of Instagram, if you guys want to follow me, link to my Instagram is in the description. Nah. So Wong, I'm going to be drawing every Pokemon with every form variation. So I actually, if you count everything, there's going to be over 1,000 Pokemon in this. And can I do it? Yes. Just get that out of the way right quick. Yeah, I have my face all over my YouTube channel. Do I ever draw gore-related things? Do I ever draw gore-related things? Not publicly, but I have done private work for some people that involved gore. I've done a lot of commissions that involve sexual stuff. Nothing is really off limits for me when it comes to private commissions. You know, people like what they like, and they need someone who can do the job for them. And you know, if they feel like that's me, who am I to argue? I'm not a sellout. A sellout is when somebody does something that they say they would never do. So if I said at any point that I don't use Instagram because I don't believe in it, if I ever said that and then I tried to promote Instagram, then I'd be a sellout. But I've always tried to promote myself, so no, I'm not a sellout. Anyway, do I draw recommendations? Oh my god, there's so many questions. Hold on. Do I draw recommendations? I don't do requests because I'm always doing commissions, so I don't really have time to do requests. Doing this project, I've actually turned off my commissions for a little bit, which means I haven't been taking private work from people for like the past 2 weeks, which really sucks, but it's okay because I need to get this project done. So I don't really do requests. I think the only thing that I'm taking requests for are I want to start doing Pokemon Fusion drawings every week. People seem to like that, and I have a lot of fun with it because, you know, I like Pokemon. So for those, I'll do requests. No, my parents are Filipino, yeah. I wish I was Samoan. I'd be big as a motherfucker if I was Samoan. No, whoops. Okay. Vespa Queen. Okay, so we had some tech errors. Is everything good? Is everyone alright? What's going on? Alright, is everyone alright? Is the stream going for everyone? I was having some tech issues. What's going on? Can everyone hear me? What's up, Mustafa? Hey, Wong. What happens if Photoshop crashes? Well, I have this backed up on an external hard drive. I back it up every night. And if I lost the whole file, I would just do it over again. Like, it's not... Okay. Yeah, well, I just had to... I don't know what happened with my internet, but, yeah, if something ever happened to this file, I would just redo the whole thing. Alright, so here's a fix that I have to do that I that was bothering me from the last draw mall that we did. I did not include the Combi gender. Come on. What the hell? I didn't include the gender differences on the Combis, and I feel like those are, of all the gender differences, like that's one of the most important ones. And I left it out on accident. So I'm very happy that I'll be able to fix that error this time around. Yeah, refresh the page. I had some tech issues on my side. It might have caused your stream to stop. And if that happened, go ahead and just refresh the page and you'll be alright. Yeah, I will be coloring it. Am I going to draw a Pokemon with gender differences? I'm going to draw the Pokemon with, like, major gender differences. Yeah, Mustafa. This is basically doing the whole thing over again, except I'm just heightening the quality of everything. I raised the resolution. I'm adding in more details. I'm fixing a lot of things. Hey, Ollie Boom. So I want to give a shout out to Ruth AM. If you're in the chat, you know what you did, and I appreciate it very much. So yeah, Ruth, thank you. I'm excited to draw, like, I kind of want to get through this already so I can get to Gen 7. I really want to draw the new Pokemon. I'm just, like, really excited for it. I just want to do it already, but I have to wait because I can't draw them because they're at the top. Here, after I finish Comb Bee, I'll zoom out so you guys can see what we have so far, and I'll show you what I have planned. All right? Because I have it all mapped out already on the drawing itself, so I'll show you guys. So let me finish this up real quick. Real quick. Real quick. All right, so I'll zoom out. Shipping is covered by the buyer. I don't pay for shipping. You guys have to. All right, so here's a layout of what we have. Right, a general layout. Everything that's in gray is old stuff, so things I've drawn already. Over here on the bottom right, over here I have the Alolas, and on the bottom left, the other Alolas. And then above them I have the Smash Brothers Pokemon, the Super Smash Brother variations. And then up here I have Gen 7. So I'll be including all the Totem Pokemon, all the Ultra Beasts, all the different form variations of Silvally, however you pronounce his name. I'm using Photoshop. So if you guys want, here, I'll show you why we're relining the whole thing, alright? That is what the line work looked like before, okay? Look at Sphinx, okay? That's what it looked like before. Well, that was bad. Alright, that's what it looked like before. That's what it looks like now. So that's why we're relining it. Because I don't know, it's unacceptable the way it stands now. So, alright, anyway, back to work. I ship out of the United States. I ship out of California. Am I gonna do both Mimikyu? You mean Mimikyu before and after its next snaps? No, I'm just gonna do regular Mimikyu, just one. Yeah, international shipping is not friendly. Like, it is super expensive. Like, I'll just be honest with you guys. Like, international shipping is crazy expensive. I don't set the price for shipping. But yeah, I don't set the shipping price. That's the store. I just set my item price, which I think is actually quite fair for the amount of time I'm putting into this. So when it came to, and I get this question asked a lot, when it comes to pricing, some people think that I'm not charging enough. Some people think that I'm charging too much. My reasoning is this: I needed to find, because as much time as that I put into this, and I do want, like, you know, I'm a professional artist, so of course I want to earn money because that's how I live, right? Whatever. Anyway, I had to find a price that was both affordable to most and felt like I got what I felt like it's worth. Because at the same time, I still want this to get out there. Like, I want people to have this because I know people love Pokemon as much as I do. So I'm like, well, I have to find a price that people can still buy it at, you know? So that's how I determine the price on that. Because, like, yeah, on top of everything else, I'm doing this because I actually really, really love Pokemon, just because it's been around in my life for so long, right? So it's like, I don't want to just make it and then have it so expensive that no one could afford it, you know? What good is that if other Pokemon fans can't enjoy it? Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? No, that's not true. I can't charge anything for it because I've tried that before. I had a bit of a balancing act trying to find what the proper balance was between me getting what I wanted from it and what people were willing to pay. So no, I can't just charge anything for it. I mean, I've tried. If I recolor it and do shiny, I'm gonna charge I'm gonna charge that one like ridiculous. But this one, the core one, I just want it, like I said, the balance. I want it to be that regular people can just buy it, you know, because I want people to enjoy it. Anyway, enough about that. Rambled on about that. Jack Price, what's up? Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you get to see the shipping price. You get to see everything before you check out. So you would go to the online store, you'd put it in your cart, and then you'd proceed to the checkout process, and then it'll show you the shipping. But don't check out yet. Like, you'll have to confirm the payment first. So before you confirm anything, you get to see what the shipping cost is. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Ow! My workstation is such a mess right now. It drives me crazy. How long is it going to take to get the poster? Well, pre-orders ship out on the 15th of this month. If you're in the US, I'm shipping priority mail, so you'll get it within 3 business days. So the 15th is, I believe, a Wednesday or a Thursday. You'll have it Friday, Saturday, or that Monday. If you're international, it's within 10 business days. So as long as nothing goes crazy with the shipping, you should have it on the 24th or the 25th by the latest if you're international. But if you're in the US, you're going to get that thing like a week before Christmas. Will I make it downloadable for everyone? I will have a low resolution version available, like one that's large enough to use as your wallpaper, but not one that's large enough to print out. Hey, Black Mist. General Fluffles, that is correct. So the last time I did this, I did all the line work in a program called Corel Painter. It was okay, but I have grown fond of Photoshop for line work. I used to say Corel Painter was the best for line work. It's okay, I guess. But I've really grown warm to Photoshop. Do I play any instruments? I learned how to play the piano when I was younger, but I don't play any instruments now. My parents are Filipino, so of course I learned how to play the piano. Surprised I'm not a nurse right now. And no, I have not kept up with the piano, so I couldn't play, even if I had a piano, and even if I wanted to. No, I get it. I'm 140. I'm assuming that's the large poster with international shipping, right? I totally get that. Like 140 is that's not cheap. Like I said, I don't set the prices for international shipping. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't buy artwork for some of the artists that I love. You know, sometimes I want a piece from them that's like $40. And the shipping's like $45. And I'm like, oh man, come on. If your video stopped, just refresh. Make sure it's not paused, first of all, and then just refresh the page. Oh, thank you, Magnificent. I use a pen. I use a Wacom Cintiq. I have it in the description if you want to Google it. You just open up the description and it'll be under the section where I wrote down all my tools. Floatzel. Again, I don't know why Floatzel's so big in this drawing. Let's shrink him down a bit. What made me want to restart the entire drawing? Because I wanted to add in the new Pokemon, but I felt like adding onto it, just simply adding onto it, would be lazy. And also, I wanted to redo all the line work because it felt a little... I don't know, I just felt like I can do it better. So, for all the reasons, it would be better to just redo the whole thing. The only reasoning I could think of to not redraw the whole thing would be me being lazy. And I'm not lazy, so I'm just like, well, let's just redo it. Where did I learn to draw? YouTube videos, and I read books and practiced a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. Alright, Magnificent. Oh, no. Nile is leaving. Okay. See you, Nile. So after I finish Floatzel, I'll zoom out so you guys can see where we're at, because I feel like we're cycling through people who are tuning in. So I'll finish Floatzel, and then we'll zoom out, and you guys can see the progress. I've never been a fan of Floatzel. He just looks like a jerk. This Pokemon, he looks so smug. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of the redraw. We're gonna take all the redraw live streams, put them together, and then make another speed paint. And then I want that speed paint to get to 1 million views by the end of 2017. Your parents don't trust online shopping? Oh, I guess that's understandable if they're not used to it. Why did I start YouTube? So initially I started putting videos on YouTube for fun. Like I just always wanted to do something on YouTube because I liked the platform. So I recorded myself drawing one day. Just did it for fun. Somebody liked it. So then they hired me to draw something. And that was my first drawing gig that I ever got. It was because somebody saw what I did on YouTube. So then I recorded what I drew for that person, put it on YouTube. Somebody liked that. Then I just kept doing that with every job that I got, and then it kept getting me more jobs. And then it got to the point where it's just YouTube became a part of my life, it became a part of my art career. Usually, if I sign up for something, yeah, online shopping is safe, especially if you use PayPal. Especially if you use PayPal. Yeah, so YouTube has just been such a part of my art career now. And usually if I sign up for something, like a convention or somebody wants to advertise me or whatever, and they ask for a website, I will provide them with my YouTube channel and not a website. Because out of everything else, Facebook, Instagram, DeviantArt, none of that to me matters as much as my YouTube channel. Because it was the first thing that I had with my artwork. I had a YouTube channel for my art before I even had a Facebook for my art, before I had a DeviantArt. So yeah. Big spiel, but YouTube's actually really important to me. Like, look how awesome this is. I get to just draw online and talk to a bunch of people from around the world. That's fucking sweet, dude. Like, that's why I love it so much, man. Hey Eduardo, I finished Generation 3 yesterday. Oh yeah, so Black Mist. If you're interested in my convention reviews, I actually I actually have a separate YouTube channel. I have a separate YouTube channel where I only review conventions. But it's more for like businesses than attendees. But if you're an artist and you're interested in my opinion about certain conventions, because I've done I've done a lot of them now. You can head on over to that channel, and I have some insight on a lot of conventions. Might help you out. Might save you some money. Yeah, the hell's going on? Yeah, the largest poster is not pixelated at all. Like it's gonna be clear. The largest one will be just as clear as the smallest one. That's one of the reasons why we're redoing it. It's because I wanted to make it clearer. I wanted to make it sharper. It's a little tall. No. Hey, Cayenne. Shipping for the pre-orders will be sent out the 15th of this month. What's an unfair comparison? Oh, the male combi? I just wanted it to look different than the female combi. Okay, this is what's wrong. It's looking too big here. Hey, Zarni. Thank you. Buizel has tails, like that character who has two tails, named Tails. Pokemon are allowed to have different expressions. It's because the female one is like super happy, and I just want the male one to look different. Chris, E. I want to give a shout out to Chris E. You know what you did, and I appreciate it. We don't need to talk about it any further. You know what you did. So thank you again, Chris E. No, the non actually the non pre-orders are gonna go up. I'm in the US. Pre-orders are the cheapest way to get it. I believe I'm gonna raise it by $4 or $5 for the non-pre-orders. So the unlimited ones. All the prices will be up just a little bit higher on all of them. The reason for that is because the pre-order, the only way that you know about the pre-order is if you watch the streams, pretty much, right? So I just kind of want to give a thanks to everyone who's supporting me in the streams by giving you that bit of a discounted pre-order. You know what I'm saying? So people who come in later who weren't following the streams, they're going to have to pay just like a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? Ah, that's rough. Like, the only thing that I don't buy online is food. Other than that, I buy everything online. Oops. Thanks, Jack Price. I appreciate that very much. Alright, we're having some tech problems. Don't know what's going on. Drift loom. Well, I want to make sure the stream... We're having issues, tech issues. Let me know if the stream looks okay to you, if you guys can still hear me, all that good stuff. How could you talk your parents around to getting the poster? If you want, just have them email me. My email is in the description. Um, just let them know that there's a Pokemon poster that you're wanting. It's done by a particular artist. Give them my email, and if they have, tell them if they have questions to just email me. Oh, I'm having tech problems on my end. Like, my stream is dropping. Like, I'm dropping mad frames, and it's just... It would cut off. So I don't know if that was reflecting onto you guys. Oh, shit. Have I drawn Sceptile? Okay, so I'll finish this Pokemon, then I'll show you Sceptile, and if there's any other Pokemon you guys want to see, just let me know now while I do the little tour, and I'll show you guys, and then I'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Yeah? Sound cool? Alright. Yeah, I sign everything. I actually have a special pen specifically for signatures, and I'll be signing it with that. Yeah, I haven't drawn Rockruff yet because I'm not at Gen 7 yet. But yeah, I have it I have it signed with the unknown, but I will also actually really sign it. All right, thanks, Black Mist. Yeah, it's gonna be by hand. I have a pen that I specifically use only for autographs and signatures, and that's what I'll use on this. So it'll be done by hand. Like, it's not a stamp. Some people like to stamp their signature. I'm not a fan of that. No, this will be straight up just like me. Yeah, it'll be me signing like if you gave me the bill for a credit card. That's how I would sign it. You know what I'm saying? My John Hancock. All right. Well, best of luck to all that. But like I said, if you run out of options, you can just have them email me if they have any questions. But yeah. Best of luck to you. Okay, so that's messed up. Let me fix this. Turn that off. That's better. Lillipup. Oh, by the way, I finally have enough Dratini candy to get my Dragonite in Pokemon Go, which means once I get my Ditto, I'm done with Pokemon Go until Gen 2 comes out. Wait a minute. How long will it take me to finish this drawing? A long time. I'm estimating maybe, honestly, I'm estimating I have like over 100 hours of work still on this drawing, which I'm fine with. I'm down with. And if everyone looks a little dead-eyed in this drawing, it's because I haven't added in the white highlight in the eyes, which brings a lot of life to characters. So if they look a little dead to you now, just wait. I'll add it in later. Alright, actually, let me zoom out. My bad. I meant to zoom out and show you guys after I finish that, but my bad. So that's what we're working with so far. I'll show Septile right now. You want to see Septile? Where are you? Septile will be right there. I have a big empty spot. So yeah, that's what we're working with as of right now. The pre-order itself, the poster will be a little different than what regular people get, or excuse me, what everyone else will get. So there's only a limited amount of pre-order posters I made, right? So not only are the pre-order posters a little bit cheaper, because they're going to go up by $5 once the regular ones roll out, but you'll get them sooner. And I have a print on the poster. It'll say limited edition on it, so there'll only be a certain amount of those ones made. All the ones after that won't have the limited edition on it, and they have to wait a little bit longer to get theirs, and it'll be a little bit more expensive for them. Like I said, the only people who know about the pre-orders are people who are following me on the live streams, right? So I kind of want to say thanks to people who are following it on the live stream by giving you guys a little bit of a discount on the poster. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a thank you type of deal. I will color it, yeah. I am gonna color it. Of course I'm gonna color it. I'm not gonna do all this work and then just be lazy and skip out on the coloring. Come on now. Yeah, I know it's gonna take long. But I mean, doing this project in general was gonna take long anyway, so I mean... time is not really an issue for me. I have already accepted the fact that this is going to take just like weeks of my life. Oh, thanks, Olivier. I'm sure I butchered your name, but thank you. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't freeze on me. Okay. Oh, no, you tablet. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, thank God. Oh, what's going on? Ah, my tablet is glitching out on me. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Oh, man. Okay, so apparently my tablet is glitching out on me. Let me try one thing. Hold on. How many of the largest are going to be... Okay, so my tablet's not working on me. So I think we're going to have to... I'm going to answer a few questions and then we're going to have to end the stream because my tablet is not responding to my commands. Okay, so how many of the large will be limited edition? I can get you an exact answer right now. I'll tell you how many we have left. Go into my inventory. Alright, so there will be in total 8 large limited editions made. And we currently have 4 remaining of the large. I have 4 of the large, I have 4 mediums, and I have 6 standards left of the pre-orders. Everything else is gone. I'm using Photoshop. Yeah, it's not responding to my pen, which happens sometimes. It probably just means I have to update my driver. That's usually what causes that. Reserve one? Well, I don't know what I can do. Like my tablet's not responding. I'm gonna have to end. Yeah. Do I have any pets? I have a dog. Could you reserve one? Unfortunately, I'm not doing, like, reserves, but I am, yeah, I'm not doing any reserves, but I am taking pre-orders. When the pre-orders are done, I will have open orders for other prints that are not limited edition. Anyway, guys, you know what? Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream. I'm going to try and update my computer, then I'll reset, and then we're going to try and start up as soon as I possibly can, because I want to keep working on this as much as possible. Alright, I want to thank everybody for joining in. Remember, if you are interested in pre-ordering this poster, link in the description. The first link in the first line of the description will take you directly to my online shop where you could pre-order it. If you just want to hang out, again, we will be having another stream in, like, whenever I can get this figured out. Probably in like an hour or less, but I'll be back. I want to thank everybody who's in the chat. Jack, Mordecai, Lena, Magnificent, LOL Gamer, Protogen, Olivier, everyone else that I missed. Alright, I will be back. Thanks everybody. Bye! Bye-bye.